committing Samuel Halston to the asylum, and I hereby appoint you, Gilbert Ware, trustee of his estate.
What's the hurry, Wilton? I've got some bad news for you, Gilbert. Old man Halston's son Brent is on his way back home.
I've been expecting him.
Why, won't he make trouble over you handling his old man's ranch?
Let him try. Unless he's changed a whole lot, he's just a fool kid trying to act smart.
Why, he's got by in Baja California for the last 5 years, and that's a tough country.
Maybe he'll be glad to get back there before we get through with him.
Oh, well, if you ain't worrying, I won't.
What do you get?
King of Spades.
I'll go you about 5 blues.
Hey, bartender.
Yes?
A little shot of that dynamite.
There you are.
Thanks. Well, here's mud in your eye.
Oh.
Boy, that's good.
Yeah. I'll call it.
King of Spades.
Is that the only hole card you ever get?
You ain't insinuating anything, are you?
I'll go 5 blues.
I'll call it.
Still high. 5 more blues.
I'll call that.
Sure bet. No, it's your bet. You're high with the King of Spades.
But I haven't got any King of Spades.
Oh, I don't mean the one in the hole. I mean the one in your hand here.
Why, you cheap tin horn crook. Give me my can.
Come along.
What are you butting in here for?
Oh, well, I just... a little sociable game. Here, have a cigarette.
Hey, what are you trying to pull, you fresh egg?
Well, God burn me for a sheep herder if it ain't Brent. When did you get in?
Hello, Ben, about an hour ago.
In trouble as usual. Come on with me, kid. Let's get out of here. We got a lot to talk about.
Here, Ben, have a little drink.
That's kind of fancy. Oh, go on, fill her up. Take a drink. That's the stuff. Well, here's how. Here's a little chaser for you. Dribbling. Gosh darn it. I've been bottle drinking so long. Oh, so that's it, huh? Well, if you ain't changed any, why'd you stay away 5 years?
Well, you see, Ben, I kind of figured you and Dad left me to stew in my own juice.
You didn't figure that we might have needed you.
What do you mean?
The old Harry himself's busted loose here, Brent. It's either cattle or sheep, and the cattlemen's got their backs against the wall.
What are you kicking about? We still got control of Five Springs and the water rights, haven't we?
Have we? That feller you made a monkey of down there at Saloon's got your dad's note for $30,000. And when he collects, there'll be no more cattle on this range.
Dad's note?
Yes. Now, you know as well as I do, Brent, that a horse or a cow won't drink water that a sheep's been near.
Yeah, I know that. But how did this coyote get that note? Winning a poker game?
Nobody knows. You know, it's pretty difficult to talk to your father.
Where's Dad?
He's locked up in an asylum.
Asylum? Do you mean an insane asylum?
Yeah.
Why didn't you get in touch with me?
We didn't know where you was, son. They tried to run in some sheep on him, and he dropped a gun on one of them.
That's no sign he's lost his mind.
Well, of course not. But Wilton swore charging that he was a dangerous lunatic and a menace to law-abiding men. And then the judge appointed Gilbert Ware as guardian. Now you can see what you're up against.
So Ware's mixed up in this too, huh?
It's the way she stacks up to me.
Come in.
Mr. Austin, Mr. Ware would like to see you up in his room, 217, the bridal suite.
Thanks. Mr. Ware wants to see me.
You gonna call his bet?
Sure I am. And if he says anything, I'll hang that bridle right on his neck.
Come in. Well, well, Brent, welcome home.
How are you, Mr. Ware?
Hi.
Glad to see you.
Thanks. Still up to your darn fool kid tricks, are you?
It's a little gadget I picked up in Mexico.
I didn't think the Mexicans had your sense of humor.
Nah, it's their conscience. You know, I pulled that on a fella in Hermosello once, and he darn near jumped out the window.
Well, my conscience is clear. Sit down. Now you understand that I am guardian of your father's estate.
So Ben Livesey told me. I'm kind of surprised they didn't select a friend of my father's.
The court selected me.
Well, now that I'm back, I can relieve you.
Well, I'm afraid that the court wouldn't see it in that light.
Oh, say, Gilbert, I come in to tell you about that man around the corner that he was... Why, you...
Well, this isn't free range. Can't you see I'm busy with Mr. Halston?
Halston? So you're young Halston?
Yes, his son. Get back and see me in about 10 minutes.
All right.
That's unfortunate, Halston. Wilton has a note against you.
Yeah, so Ben told me.
What else did he tell you?
Nothing.
I don't believe that the interest has been paid on that note in 2 years.
But you've been able to hold them off.
Yes, so far.
Where is the note?
Wilton has it.
Gee, I don't see what I can do.
Well, if you think of anything, you come up and see me.
Thanks, Mr. Ware. Could I see my father?
Surely, I'll be glad to give you a permit.
Thank you.
you blasted fool. You pert near upset the apple cart.
Oh, how did I know it was young Halston?
You're getting a little too free with that gun.
Oh, he's nothing but a yap with a lot of mail order tricks.
Sure, that's what I'm counting on. What do you suppose I had his old man sent to the asylum for? What do you suppose I got myself appointed guardian of the estate for? Why, say in a year, this land's going to be all sheep. And I can water 'em and feed 'em where I want to. And you keep away from that young dogie Halston till I give you the word. And don't forget, we got the law on our side, so keep that gun of yours in its holster.
Well, did you get his scalp, son?
Nope, but I got his whole layout.
Can it be beat?
We're not licked yet.
Well, that's something nobody else has ever been able to do.
Ben, we've got to get a good lawyer before they crack down and take the ranch away from us.
That costs money, son. And we can't get a single solitary cent without wearing consent.
Controls everything, huh?
Yeah. All but that $5,000 worth of bonds your dad had tucked away for a rainy day.
That hasn't been found?
No. Well, let's get the buckboard and head for the ranch.
Beg your pardon? Why, Mark, where did you come from?
Say, my horse seems to know you pretty well.
Your horse? Why, it was my horse up till the other day.
Yeah, it was Dad's before then.
Oh, you're Brent Holston. I heard you were back from Mexico.
And you're Ethel Gordon, ain't you?
Yes.
Huh?
Mother and I live over on the old Frawley place on your father's ranch.
What are you aiming to do with that thing when you get through with it?
Well, sell it, I hope.
Uh-huh. I hope so, too. If you don't mind, Miss Gordon, I'd sure like to know how much I pay you for a picture like that.
About $100.
Holy mackerel. Old Ben Livesey will sell you the cow for $25.
Well, you can't hang a cow on the wall. I hope you'll be able to bring your father back home.
So do I. Hey, what's the matter with you, anyway?
Why, Mutt's the only one with sense enough to know it's time to eat.
Oh. Well, it's been nice to meet you. You paint around here every day?
Well, not every day.
Well, I wouldn't be riding by here every day. Bye.
Bye.
This is Mr. George Clark Lesson.
Oh, glad to know you.
Me too. The best darned attorney in this county. Snowflake. Get Mr. Brent his dinner.
Looks like I'm going to need you kind of bad, Mr. Lesson.
That's right, son. They're going to take your father's property this week, unless we fight him in court.
Will you start the fight for us?
That'll take a lot of money. You've got to put up a bond. Can you do that?
There's where you got us stumped. Unless we can find that $5,000 worth of bonds.
Maybe Ware has them.
He looks for them every time he comes out here.
If you had $5,000, could you do something?
I could do a whole lot.
Throw in with me for a couple of days till I can go down and see my father.
I'll gamble with you. I'll my defense tomorrow. That'll hold things up for a little while. But you've got to put up a bond. And you won't get the money from Ware.
I should get it from my father.
Permit for Mr. Ware to see Mr. Necessary, you know, as Mr. Ware is his legal guardian.
Yes, I know. I have one.
Boys, let him go. Snap into it, Halston. Is he here?
Here, just a minute. This happened to...
Brent, my son. So you've come home at last. Look what they've done to me. You think...
My patient.
You're driving me crazy for a fact with your sneaking, snooping ways. You mutton-faced piece of coyote bait, you.
See? Last time he became violent, we had to use water and a straitjacket.
You value your neck. Get over in that corner and stay there. Come on, sit down out here, Dad. I've hired Lesson to handle our affairs. But we must have money. Where are those bonds you had for an emergency?
Well,
Wait. You dirty little sidewinder. Stay on your own side of the corral or I'll brain you.
You see, he's getting violent.
violent? Why not? Me, the richest man in San Simon, held like a roped steer. Me who never rode less than a thoroughbred. Me who eat off a silver plate. Me who slept on a $5,000 bed. You don't...
Man, get him, he's got him.
Take it easy here. Take it easy.
There. You see? He's dangerous.
Close. Don't forget, he's my father.
Anything developed, Chet?
Yeah, I just put in a phone call for our friend Doc Close at the asylum.
You should have kept Brent away from there.
I had to let him go. Yeah?
Young Halston was here, but nothing developed except the old man in a sudden burst of fury attacked me.
What?
Yes, he had a moment's conversation with his father, but I was always within a few feet. Yes, I heard all that was said.
Well, say anything about bonds?
Bonds? You mean restrictions? Oh, I see. You mean finance. Oh, no. Old Halston went his mind. He was yelling that he used to sleep in a $1,000 bed when young Halston left.
$5,000 bed? Well, thanks very much, Doctor. I'll take care of you on the final cleanup. Goodbye.
What's that he said about a $5,000 bed?
What he said, a 5,000 bed. Sounds crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
5,000. That's where those bonds are in that bed.
Jumping grass.
I gotta get off of that ranch pronto. You take care of the office.
I always knowed the old man wasn't crazy.
Not any more than you are.
I wonder what he meant.
Search me.
Yes.
Got any more coffee out there?
No, sir. I had some, but I done drunk it. Did you want some more coffee, mister?
I sure did.
Well, I'll get you some more, sir.
Yelled out he used to eat his meals off a silver plate and slept every night in a $5,000 bed.
Old Sam's plates were rubber. At least his upper one was. And the bed.
Bed?
Where you going?
His room. I got a hunch.
Have you gone plumb crazy? What are you doing? Darn.
$5,000 bed.
Where's young Mr. Holst? Where's Light?
First they were here, and then, yeah, sir.
Yeah?
They went away again.
Yeah.
I wonder where could they
Yeah. What's happened?
Oh, hello, Ware.
What are you doing?
Well, you see, Ben is, I'm taking my dad's room over, and I'm airing the bed a little bit.
Pretty smart, ain't you?
Well, yeah, smart. Oh, Matt?
Good morning, Miss Morgan.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Wilton.
Here's the book you loaned me. I sure enjoyed it. I just wanted to warn you, there's likely to be some trouble around here this afternoon.
What on earth are you talking about?
There's 1,000 head of our sheep on the road to the Five Springs Ranch. We're gonna cut the wires and let the sheep in.
Do you think Brent Halston will stand for that?
That sapperoo. All he can do all day long is play around with a lot of cheap mail-order gadgets.
You can't do it.
Possession is 9 points of the law.
Does that mean that sheep are going to wander all over Five Springs Ranch?
Yep, I'm going to foreclose on the ranch this week. Then it will be my ranch. Maybe
Our ranch.
What do you mean?
It's up to you, honey. So I ain't good enough for you, huh? Up to your same old tricks, huh? Holston, I'll get you for this. Get out of here, Wilton. I guess I happened along just in time.
After all, I think I'm quite capable of handling the matter myself.
Well, I'm right sorry. You see, I kind of thought he was taking advantage of the fact that you were a female.
Will you stop trying to be a Boy Scout and an amateur magician and listen to me?
Why, ma'am.
There are 1,000 head of sheep on the trail, and Wilton and his men are intending to cut the wire to Fire Springs.
How did you find that out?
Well, Wilton just told me. Well, what are you going to do about it? Let them take the ranch?
I should say not. I'm going to round up the cattleman, and I'll give him a little surprise party.
Can I help?
Sure. You can do plenty. Wait here. Ride right to the bar, W. Cut across and tell Williams, then down through the valley to the Flying U. Go ahead.
I know.
Did you get the bonds to Lessing?
No, there's something more important. Round up the boys.
Here they come, boys.
Hey, you. Where going?
Wilton double-crossed us. He said nobody'd be here. Let's beat him.
Go get them, boys. Don't shoot unless you have to.
Who is he?
That's Lynn. He's a nester down at Perlo. He runs sheep down there. Is he hurt?
Is he hurt? He's stabbed, that's all.
Wilton did it.
Wilton! Did you hear that, men? Well, this'll fix Mr. Wilton.
You can't be sure about Wilton. He's like a sidewinder. He's never dead till his tail stops wiggling.
Yeah?
Hey, boss. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I told you I'd fix that smart aleck for you.
It was a smart move. When the sheriff brings him in, we'll see if we can arrange a little necktie party.
Say, Brent,
Yeah.
you know every sheep man in the country cracked down on you in first sight?
No.
Look at this.
Well, if it's war they want, I'm ready. Thanks, Parson.
Okay.
Come in.
Hello, Lester.
Hello. You're foolish to come in tonight.
Never mind that. What happened in court this morning? Pretty bad, huh?
They've won all along the line. They've already got a court order, which practically allows Wilson to take the ranch over any time he wants to.
Here's $5,000.
I'll post a bond in the morning and stall for time. Here. I'll need your power of attorney. Sign right there. They've got our backs to the wall.
What's the answer?
Your father must be declared sane. If Ware loses the guardianship, we can fight Wilton.
Go as far as that $5,000 will take you.
See you in the morning.
Why, Brent Holston!
Hey, fellas, big fight outside.
Come on. Grab him! That's Holston!
Get him on your feet. Oh, there's $1,000 on his head, and I got him. And believe me, I'm going to treat all of you boys right. Take him off to jail. Go on, hustle up. You can take your time after you're locked up. And I reckon you ain't got a whole lot of time left.
Hey, come along, boys, listen to me tale, and I'll tell you I'm a trouble on the old fiddle trail. Come and die, yippee-yippee-yay, come and die, yippee-yippee-yay. Cloudy in the west, and it looks like rain, and my darn old flickers in the wagon. Come and die, yippee-yippee-yay. Went to the vault to draw my roll, he had me figured $9 in the hole. Come and die, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay, come and die, yippee-yippee-yay. With a $10 holster, on a saddle, I'll look no more for the long horse. Come and die, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay, come and die, yippee-yay. Matter with you, what do you want?
Say, bring me a pencil and paper, will you? I want to send a note to my lawyer.
Prairie hay.
Come and die, yippee-yippee-yay, yippee-yay, come and die, yippee-yippee-yay.
And men, I ain't saying that you should take the law into your own hands, but I'm saying that it's a shame that the county should have to have the expense of trying a man like this fellow Halston.
And another thing, this here fellow thinks he can come out of Mexico and terrorize the whole valley.
Well, he can't do it. And suppose that he gets a smart lawyer and he gets off. Where'll the sheepmen in this valley be then?
It ain't a question of any one man. It's a question of cattle or sheep. And there ain't room for both.
That's right, and we all own sheep.
Yeah, they've hogged all the water. They gotta be wiped out.
That's right.
I'm to town to get my money. I'm going to town to see my honey.
What do you say now? We handle this in our own way.
Good drink.
Went to the boss to draw
Hey,
my
Taylor,
roll. He had
deliver this for me, will you? Will you take this to my lawyer? Sure. All right, please.
You'll pay for this.
With a $10 horse and a $40 saddle, I'll look.
You'll get paid for it, don't you worry. Say, cut it out, there!
Bacon and beans, most of it, prairie hay.
Don't worry.
What'll be next, huh?
One peep out of you and I'll blow you in two. Come on.
What's happening here? That fellow tied me up and got away. A couple of you fellows untie this person. The rest of you scatter around hiding. Let's go.
Why, Mud? Where's Brand? Mother?
Yes, dear?
Something must be wrong. I bet I'd mutt over the ranch and see if anything's happened to Brand.
Come on, get over here. My horse here. My boy, get down here, see if we can't get a hold of this guy. Come on, get there, get moving. Hey, look what happened here. Look what happened here. Somebody been fooling around out here. Look at it. Everyone, who did that? I don't know. Get this guy.
Oh, Halston, I'm so tired. Won't you please untie my hands?
Starting to cry like a baby, huh?
Listen, can we get together? I agree to do anything within reason.
No. Now you promised too easy. I'm going to give you an object lesson. It's over. Now this is a gourd, harder than your head. This is green rawhide. Did you ever hear of El Torneo de Cramer?
No.
Well, I learned it down in Mexico. It's a rawhide vice. I'm going to show you what green rawhide does to a gourd after it dries. Then maybe it'll have a slight influence on your desire to do anything within reason.
Just exactly what do you expect to do with me?
Saw that gourd, didn't you?
What's that got to do with me?
I'm going to write a letter to the circuit court judge ordering my father's release.
Oh, I am I?
Second, you're going to offer your resignation as guardian of my father's estate.
No, that I refuse to do.
Oh, yes, you will. I'll be with you in a minute.
What are you going to do?
I'll make you write that letter.
You can't do this to me.
Well, I'm doing it, ain't I? Where? This is rawhide. The same kind of skin I tied around that gourd. Now, when your head starts to ache, let me know. I got plenty of time to wait. And when your eyes start popping out like a couple of grapes, you'll write. You've got to do your duty, Sheriff.
Just what are you referring to?
Go out to the Five Springs Ranch and collect my note or take possession of the property for me.
Well, it's going to take me some time to round up my deputies.
You won't need any deputies. Here's 6 sheepmen that'll back up anything you've got to say.
Come on into the office.
Alston. Alston. Take this off. It's killing me. I'll write anything you want me to.
That's what I thought. No. Right. Come on.
Hey, Parsons!
Howdy, Miss Gordon. How'd you get mud? Where's Brent?
Well, that's what I'd like to know.
Did you know he was arrested last night?
No!
Yep, he got away, and Ware's disappeared too.
What?
And that ain't all. Wilton's getting the sheriff. He's going out with old Sam's note in the quarter to take over the Five Springs Ranch.
Well, I better ride back to the ranch and warn Ben.
Yeah, this'll cover it.
Can I take this thing?
Sure.
Why, you dirty crook.
Just playing a little poker, Ware. You had a pat hand, but I had an ace in the hole. Come on, let's go.
What's the matter?
Brent's been in jail.
What?
He escaped and Ware's disappeared. And that's not all. Wilton's on his way out here with the sheriff to foreclose on the ranch.
That means there'll be 10,000 sheep on the Five Springs by nightfall, and ruin for every cattleman in the valley.
We've got to find Brent.
Yeah. Since Brent came...
Well,
Time now, Ware.
Where have you been?
Getting a signed confession out of this hombre. He paid Dr. Close $1,000 to declare Dad insane. I'm going to town after him right now.
you can't go now.
Why not?
Because Wilton's sheep and the sheriff are on their way out here to foreclose on the ranch.
Yeah, Wilton.
Yes.
I'll never let him burn this range up with sheep. I'm going after the cattle. Their fight as well as mine. Ben, take Ware in the house and keep an eye on him. See you later.
Springs Ranch right away. Trouble.
All right.
Brett says you're in trouble, Ben.
You bet we are.
Hey, Walford! Seaman trying to take 5 Springs away from me. Hurry up! You're out, Winston!
The sheriff with Wilton and his men.
Hey! Cattleman?
I should say not.
That's all I wanted to know. Get out! Hey, John! Get your rifle and come over to 5 Springs Ranch right away. Trouble, get up! Get out of here! Come on!
Hello, Ben.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Ben, this here Wilton has got a paper that I, sheriff of this county, am forced to execute. He's got an order from the court that unless the sum of $30,000 is paid to him in hand, he takes over the 5 Springs Ranch.
That's right.
Show him the note, Wilton.
Sounds handwriting. I thought we were here to protect this ranch from sheepmen. But it seems this man Wilton has got a legitimate right to take the place over.
We can't fight the sheriff, then.
Here's the book you loaned me. I sure enjoyed it.
Steal our young Brent because you're on false pretense. What do you got to say about that, Ben?
Well, gentlemen, I reckon there ain't anything I can say. But this is Sam Holston's note. The ranch goes.
What is it, Sheriff?
Why, Wilton's foreclosing on your father's note.
That's right, Brent.
Ben Hostin, you told us the sheepman was trying to steal this ranch away from you. How about your dad's note?
Let me have that note. Just what I thought. It fits.
Holy mackerel. The paper for this note was torn out of there. And look, that book was published in 1918.
And the note is dated August 12th, 1916, which proves it's a forgery.
Give that book a note to me.
Not only that, I got witnesses right here to prove that Wilton murdered Fred Wynn.
That's right, I heard him say so.
Right. Oh, and by the way, Sheriff, I got Ware inside. You might as well take him along, too. I got a signed confession that he framed my father into the asylum. So you see, boys, all it takes is a little frontier justice. Good day.
Ben, where's Ware? Don't worry about Ware. I've got him fixed all right. John, go in the house and get him.
And you get out here. Come on.
Well, that's over.
But there's something else. You ought to see the judge about turning your father loose.
Oh, well, I want to see the judge. Because after he turns Dad loose, how about him tying us up?
For more updates, like, comment, subscribe to our channel.